Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and a lot of you guys have been talking a lot about Scale. In the last 24 hours, we saw it do big things. It's at 92 cents right now, a 46.41% increase in the last 24 hours alone. Obviously, by the time you guys see this video, it will have either gone up even more or gone down a little bit. Obviously, by the time I upload the video, the prices will change just a little bit, but with something like this where it's booming, it could change a little bit more than usual. So Scale obviously doing big things. I think there is a big future behind Scale, and that's why we've covered it in the past. Scale is definitely one that we've covered all the way up until its huge jump that we saw earlier, about March 12th. We saw it go all the way to about $1. Well, not $1.13, but if we actually go to the tip top, it's $1.22 is where we saw it March 11th at 11 p.m. So we do see a lot of potential behind Scale. In the last 24 hours alone, we did see a volume at that 462.7 million. We saw the market cap at about that 607.2 million, and that circulating supply at that 660.4 million Scale. So I do want to say, guys, before we do our price prediction for Scale, I want to say I am not a financial advisor. I will never give you guys financial advice, so always do your own research. So about Scale, though, Scale is an Ethereum token that powers the Scale network, which describes itself as an Ethereum-compatible network with leaderless consensus designed to run on an uncapped number of independent nodes. Nodes on the Scale network provide resources to multiple decentralized elastic blockchains. The SKL token grants a right to participate as a network validator, stake as a delegator, or access a share of the network's resources as a developer. Obviously, a lot of utility going into Scale itself. We're going to take a look at the actual website itself and do a brief overview of what it really does and kind of the website altogether. But, looking at this Scale price chart, you can see that there's a lot of potential. We did see it obviously build all the way up after a double increase. We saw it kind of lower here, a bit of a correction, and then a stabilization and decrease all the way up until just recently with this huge increase. Obviously, this kind of thing happens quite a bit. When you see a stabilization for some time and definitely a decrease, you can actually hop in on that before it rises again. Usually you will see a rise after that kind of a decrease / correction. So if we go over to Scale, we do see that the Elastic Blockchain Network build powerful Ethereum dApps, run your dApps in a decentralized modular cloud built for real-world needs and configured for your requirements. Deploy with just a few lines of code. So you can see the code and you can actually start building. So it's a very cool idea that they have here, very unique, and this utility on this coin itself is unbelievable. If you go down here, you can see secure and decentralized. Elastic blockchains are highly performant, decentralized, configurable, Ethereum compatible, and use the latest breakthroughs in modern cryptography to provide provable security. And you can read more about all of these as well as the threshold signatures, leaderless consensus, and all of that. Here we do see that Scale network eliminates unnecessary complexity so that you can speed up your dApps and smart contracts in no time with essentially no additional coding. So that's a very cool idea. The idea that, Scale really does make it easier for you. And then they talk about the Scale protocol, optimizing allocation of resources of each node across the entire network of elastic blockchains. The validator rewards are distributed evenly across the network of nodes. Validators maximize rewards based on meeting performance and targets. Then we have the Scale as a POS network that utilizes a work token. Node setup and staking is simple and takes only a few steps. So obviously you can also see their partners as well. Obviously Anchor is a big one that we've just recently covered on the channel. Anchor's doing big things. If we continue down, there are a bit of good coins that you will maybe notice in this mess. If we go down a little bit farther, we can see early Scale supporters, which, there's a lot of those as well. But obviously, do your own research before investing in Scale. However, I believe it definitely has long-term potential, and I think it will continue to increase throughout the rest of 2021 altogether. I think if we go to the About page itself, you can actually go to the FAQ, and this is where you'll learn a lot more about what Scale is and what it offers. Obviously, if you haven't got, caught up with what I'm trying to tell you what Scale really all does, you can always go to the FAQ on the website and learn more about Scale. So the actual price chart itself is looking fairly bullish. I think Scale will continue on this increase for a little bit longer. I do think that Scale will calm down, and obviously another correction like we saw here on March 11th, March 12th. We did see that correction, and then obviously a stabilization / decrease all the way down until this huge uptick that we just saw recently in today's March 29th. So I do think Scale, like I said, it's going to do big things throughout 2021. If I'm going to give you a price prediction for April, May, and 2021, my April price prediction is definitely going to be around that $2 mark. I think with this increase, we're not going to see it going straight to $2 from this 92 cents. However, I definitely see it making a big run yet again in April after a correction from this current run. I think Scale will continue to make a big move. Obviously, if we do anything like this previous one, the first increase was a little bit smaller. We saw a dip, and then the second one was even bigger. If it does anything like that, we're going to see that $2 way before the end of April. We'll see it in mid-April. But we'll see what happens with Scale in April. I think it obviously will go up and do big things. However, leading to May, I think that is where we'll see Scale actually reach maybe a $3 to $4 mark. I think it'll continue to increase. I think that it could calm down here in the middle months, the summer months. I think Scale is going to slow down, as obviously we saw a lot of movement here early in March, April, and May. I do think it will have its largest movements, and then maybe by the end of November and December, we see large movements yet again, and I think Scale will actually be a $10 to $12 coin by the end of 2021. A lot of you guys may think, you usually stay conservative on these price predictions. That's pretty high. If you think that's a little high, actually go in and see what Scale does. It's actually a great coin. I think there's so much potential behind it, and that's why I'm going to give it that $10 to $12 prediction. I do think that our all-time high would be around that $10 to $12 prediction, and then if we see all stabilization around maybe $8.50, $9, that is probably where we'll see it. But I do think SKL is definitely going to continue on the rise. If you guys want to talk more crypto, definitely join the Discord in the description. You can actually join the link and join our Discord and talk more about crypto. And you can also join and follow me on Twitter. My Twitter link's also in there. And then you can also join the channel. We do live streams pretty much every week. If you want to be a member of the channel, you can definitely join. And then obviously if you're joined, it's going to be much easier to see your comments on YouTube videos and replies in Twitch stream, or not Twitch streams, but YouTube streams, and I'll be able to respond to you much easier. And I always prioritize my greatest supporters. So thank you guys so much for all the support. I know a lot of you guys were, pumped up about the last stream, and we will definitely do another one this weekend. It's probably going to be on Sunday around 2 p.m. So if you want to come and tune in for that, definitely do so. Like I said, though, guys, Scale all around is a great coin. If you actually go into the utilization and the use cases behind Scale and all the things that it can do and all the things it's going to help with, I think Scale is going to stick around for quite some time. I do think that you guys should invest in a, not on a triple green candle or, anytime you're seeing an increase, you're going to be risking quite a bit jumping in on that level. Obviously, we refresh, we're going up another 2 cents. So, jumping on at 92 cents looks like it would have helped you so far. However, like I said, it's going to have a decrease at some point. I think the dip will obviously be below this 94 cents. I think we are, we're doing very well. However, the dip is going to be fairly large. I think we're going to have yet another increase, like I said, though, in April. So because of that, find a good spot to buy in if you are planning on buying in. Don't buy in at a increase. Usually not a good idea. Definitely stick it to your watch list and just take a look and see if you can find a good buy-in at that dip. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. If you guys appreciate this video, definitely hit the like button and comment and let me know what you think about my price prediction, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn that notification bell on so you can get the most recent and up-to-date information. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.